Hello, my friends. How we doing? Welcome on in. Happy Wednesday. Lovely to see y'all out here again. Hello. Good to have you. Holy cow, we out here. We doing all this cool stuff. We're back. And Jinxie, thank you so much for the 10 gift memberships. I'm so sorry that alert did not pop up. Maybe it's coming soon. I don't know. Bash, thank you so much for the dono. And Jinxie again upgraded to the mega fan. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. All the people who got members, I don't know why the alert didn't come through. I'm seeing it on the YouTube side, but thank you everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. For the early stream viewers, welcome on in. Welcome. I just got these headphones and they're very nice. They're really nice earbuds. But I'm just like, now I'm like noticing this little like a kink in the line here, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. It's fine. Charlotte, how we doing? 17 months. Thank you so very much. Hey. Oh, I really appreciate it. Hello, my friends. Hello. Welcome on in. Be sure to leave a little cheeky like on the stream if you haven't already. I very much do appreciate it. Your earbuds give off a steampunk vibe. They're like massive. I'm really limited because I need one with like an auxiliary cord to plug into the whole audio interface that I have. So I've been just using these. I've been using old school like Apple earbuds. And the ones I've been using for the last few months, the left ear went out, so I couldn't hear anything off this side. And we were playing directional games and hardcore Minecraft. I couldn't hear if a creeper was coming from the left side. Are they Raycons? No, they're not. I can't remember the brand. Mobi? M-O-B-I, I think. I don't know. The box is around here somewhere. But I was like, I probably need new headphones. And so I went on Amazon. I was like, all right, Apple earbuds, they work fine. I'll just buy this. And I found one that there were 2 Apple earbuds in a pack. And I was like, oh, cool. If it breaks, I'll have another one. And I got it. And I got completely scammed. Granted, they're only like 12 bucks or 2 packs. You know, I probably should have seen it coming, but they just did not work. They were like refurbished versions of the original Apple earbuds. And it just they didn't work at all. Do you have a good trip? I haven't went anywhere. I took a staycation. So I stayed at the house. I cleaned my office. That's been pretty nice. I finally got the skateboard hung up there. I cleaned so much stuff out of my closet, and I needed a day off to just like kind of redo and just kind of clean things up. I've been very like stressed out recently and just been needing a break. It's weird because I love what I'm recording. I love what I'm doing there. And I think it got to the point where I'm just like, I'm still enjoying what's going on, but it was just a lot and there's so much going on. And I kind of took into account, I was like, looking back over the last few years, if I've been at home and not traveling for a vacation or traveling for whatever thing might be going on, I was like, I haven't taken more than 24 hours off of recording or just playing Minecraft or working on an idea probably since 2019 when I went full-time on YouTube. I was like I just have never taken time off. And so I was like, I'm taking a 3-day week, and I already planned, because starting off a new quarter in September, it's always a rough time on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber and you're in here or you're just chilling and you're like, why am I making no money? Anytime a new quarter starts, ad rates kind of reset. So a new quarter for the year, Q4 starting in September, going through the end of the month. I'm taking the first week of September off. So next week, I'm not going to work at all. We probably should have a video because there won't be one tomorrow because I started working again this Monday. I took Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and it was lovely. So I'm hoping to finish up the video by end of day Friday, and then we'll have the video come out next week. But yeah, I was like, I'm really just like mentally exhausted, and I wasn't really, just after the turnaround time on the last few videos, because now that I kind of done with new life, I'll be honest, just gonna throw that out there, that I was just jumping from hardcore video to hardcore video. Like I was finishing the outro of the video, getting it all wrapped up, messaging Marcos being like, footage is uploaded. Yes, this is our type. Footage is uploaded. You can finish editing now. And then I was literally just logging back in, changing the folder path my OBS was recording to, and starting the next one.
Pleased to meet you.
There's no time for like mental break. There's no time to like just allow the creative process. A big part of creating if you're a writer, if you're an artist, if you're whatever you are creating, a big form of that is creating doesn't always mean sitting down designing, sitting down writing, sitting down drawing. There's a big point of being a creator that you have to allow yourself to have downtime for your brain to like I always think of like your creativity as like a battery, and your battery has to like rebuild and regrow, like refuel. You have to refuel, and the way to refuel is to not be expending. So you have to just kind of take a break every once in a while. And I wasn't really doing that for myself, so I was like, all right, I need to just take a few days off. And in that time, by the third day, I was like, oh, I'm kind of getting ideas. And I was like, no, one more day. One more day. Yeah. So yeah, I've been back recording this week. Last week there were no streams because construction noise was super loud. They're still here working and everything like that, but all the demolition's done and all like the framing things are done. So I think that's most of the loud portion. Hopefully today I'll stay pretty quiet. It's been pretty quiet so far today, so we should be good there. But also quick to catch up on everybody. Nira, thank you so much for the full 1 year. I really do appreciate it. Miss Mate, thank you for the 7 months at tier 2. Started training for my new job on Monday. So much reading. Ooh, reading. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm doing pretty good. Elkana, I believe. Thank you so much for the 2 months. And Parch, thank you so much for the 1 year, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's necessary self-care thing. Yeah, that's what next week is, like a self-care of just like do stuff around the house and just like don't work. If I want to hang and play games with friends, that's fine. Yeah, in my time off, I was like, I need something to do. I still want to like do something a little creative, so I built a new Lego. I've had this in a box for way too long, so I finally built it. It's sitting up. Oh, there we go. So I got that. I have every single, except for the bouquets, every single one of the Lego plants that they have, I now own them all. That one's just sitting on top of my computer. Jinxie, thank you so much for the 5 more gift memberships. I really appreciate the support today. Thank you. Dude, I love the Lego plants. They're so cool. Just got that set for my birthday. It's a fun one to build. It's a good one to build. I like those ones because they're almost like theming them as like adult Legos, but as you're like doing the instructions, there's little tidbits on the side you can read of like where the part was first used and why they decided to use that here, what it was originally intended to be. So these are just late birthday presents. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Love adult Legos. Oh yeah. Still haven't done my bouquet. Yeah, I got the succulents. You can see one set of them right there. I got the bird of paradise up there. I have the bonsai tree over there, and then I have the orchid, which I just showed you all right up there. So how would you detail castle walls? It really depends on the type of castle you're making. Go look up like how castle walls are actually built, like matriculations and all that cool stuff and whatever you need, and it really just kind of depends on the environment. If they're stone, you probably want the top to come out a little bit so people can be on top and shooting down. You also want to make sure they're thicker at the base than they are at the top, so you've got a little bit, not just a big flat wall. Also make sure it's kind of curved. Just a flat straight castle wall is so boring. So boring. So I'd recommend not doing something completely straight for a castle wall. My succulent set is still in the box from December. Yeah, I have 3 on each, like one set of 3 on each layer back there, but it works. Jinxie, thank you so much again for the support. I really do appreciate that. And Pat's Parch Gaming, thanks so much for the donut, my dude. Go outside and look at a castle down the street. Yeah, Eggs, you could do that. Not all of us can do that. There's no castles within driving distance. Maybe there is. I know there's a castle in California. There's also zebras at the castle. I don't know why. Actually, I do. It's the guy who owned the castle, built like this big estate, and then decided, you know what? I want to bring zebras to North America. And so he shipped a bunch of zebras over. Rich people doing rich people things. I don't know why. Being stupid. Please turn off the music. No. Music stays on because it helps me not go crazy. And also it's a nice little background noise. I keep it pretty quiet though. It's very quiet, so. Do you have the Lego Mando helmet? Yeah, I do. It's right outside. It's literally like right next to the zombie's foot right there. The Mando's helmet's right there. I went there last year. It was really quirky. Yeah, it's an interesting place. I've never been in person, but I've heard. What's your stream schedule? Usually Wednesdays and Fridays. We'll see what happens though. My friends, if you have not, we just hit 1,000 viewers, so be sure to leave a like on the stream as we're only at 400 likes so far. I very much do appreciate it. But with that, it's Minecrafting time. Hello and welcome to Spoilerland. It's going to be a while before this video's out, so I don't really mind sharing it. And we got a job to do right over there. But I've been working on, speaking of axolotl gaming, how you doing? You're gonna enjoy this one. I have been working on creating axolotls. We're going for the blue axolotl, but I started on the city. I started building up the harbor and everything like in here. It's been a lot of terraforming, so I know it's just like base shapes and things, but it's been a lot of work. I've started getting some of the boats in and everything like that. So we have like the little harbor boats, the little like river boat design that we have. I added 2 more in there. I built one with the sail down, and then I built a 3rd one here with the mast all the way down here. 1 sec, sorry folks. My contractor's calling me real quick. 1 second.
Pleased to meet you.
All right, we back. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry about that. We all good? Okay, there we go. Of course, the one time they're like, hey, we need you for a decision real quick. I'm like, oh, no, streaming mode. Not looking at phone. New custom sky. Yeah, there's a mod out there called Better Clouds that is really cool. I've seen a few other people creating videos with it, but it adds like this movement and really like dynamic clouds. So you can be flying through them and they're just really, really cool looking. And then you can kind of see through them all the way up here and everything. And it's fun. I like it. I think it's a good way to change things out other than the Minecraft clouds. It's one of those things that like is a small change to the world, but just adds so much more life and movement to it, which I think is cool. Because you can see the edge of the clouds. You can kind of see the boxes moving in and out there. Okay, let me turn my ringer on my phone just in case. I thought I had it on there. All volume. Ring and notification volume. Ah, I guess I didn't hear that. Okay. Okay, dokie. What's the animated mobs mod that you have on? I can't remember. Sorry, I just finished working out. I'm like still a little sweaty. Okay, we're good. What is it called? Better animations, fresh animations, something like that is the one in there. If you haven't, my friends, be sure to leave a like and stream. I very much do appreciate it. And we can get rocking. And okay, right here, this is what I wanted to get started with today. So I want to go, I got a little bit of a material list I want to gather and work on, and what we're going to work on today is kind of continuing the river the river details going all the way out. I feel like I'm out of streamer mode. It's been what, a week since I streamed, and I'm just over here like, how do I do this again? I don't know. But I want to work on from here, kind of getting these details wrapping around the corner, going off that direction. And I'm starting to run a little low on the materials that we use for everything. You're planning to build houses today. I want to just continue all the vegetation and everything. So I've got a bunch of dead bushes in here. We've got a few of these things that we can use as we need. And then I've got acacia leaves, which I'm using for some of those trees. I want to start dotting those in along the river. We need some more azalea leaves. We'll probably need more birch leaves, but I think we'll leave those today and just see how far we can make it. We got plenty of sugarcane. We definitely need oak leaves, and we'll need some more granite, so we'll bring this box with us. And then I need to grab some pitcher pods because we're out of those pretty much. And this is my absolute mess of storage that's slowly moving forwards. Yeah, oak leaves. That's what we need first. Oak leaves, and we'll get the oak logs too, because I'm running low on that as well. And then we're gonna, yeah, so I'm hoping like hour of material gathering or less, and then we'll get into actually building and making everything. Finally made a stream. What are we doing? We just went over it. Literally just finished going over it, so you can scroll back a few seconds. Tygo, thank you so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate it. It's my brother's birthday day, so I won't be able to catch the live stream. Hey, if you're still here, thank you so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful time with your brother on his birthday. Robbie Slot, thank you so much for the 19 months. Happy Wednesday. Right back at you. Happy Wednesday. Get some blocks to go burr time. Yeah. Got to get back into this whole Minecrafting thing. I'll be honest, what I've been doing a bunch recently I've just been living in hardcore World of Warcraft. All my gaming time has been on hardcore WoW, and it's been so fun. I haven't died yet too. Knock on wood for that one. The little knock there. But it's been so fun. It's one of those things I like wasn't expecting to have a whole lot of fun with, just because I'm like, all right, I've played all this before. It's fine, whatever. And it's just, I've been having a great time. I've been playing with a few friends. Scott and Jimmy have been playing too. So we've just been all hanging and jumping on playing games and trying to make sure that we all stay alive. What do you hate building in Minecraft? Organic structures and boats, which is why I'm building a harbor, because I want to become better at building boats. If we got more time today, I have an idea in my head that I really want to flesh out for a boat. I got kind of inspired by what B-Dubs was doing with his Guardian farm recently. If y'all haven't seen that video, you need to go watch it. The build that he did for it is so cool, the spaceship. But anyways, how he was talking about it, he was like, yeah, so I didn't want to make like a normal spaceship, so I was like Guardian, what looks like a Guardian, blah blah blah, tropical fish. And then he landed on a sunfish, and then he built a spaceship that looked like a sunfish. And I was like, that is such a cool way to do it. That's something different and unique, and you get a really cool outcome for it. So I'm trying to find a way to take that as inspiration for building boats and see what I can do in there to make a more unique boat design. That is something that is new for me. And I think if I try and just not build a boat that looks like a boat, I think my boats are gonna look more like boats, if that makes sense. Because that's how things work. Organic, like terraforming farms? No, like building like statues or like giant organic structures. So like building like a giant animal, or building like a, I don't know, big statue, giant wolf, whatever it might be, creatures. Reverse boat psychology, of course. Yeah. If you're trying to make a boat look like a boat, it's not going to look like a boat, because it's going to build what your brain wants it to look like a boat, and then that might not actually be what is boaty enough to be a boat. So you have to make your boat not a boat, but a boat, so that it becomes more boat-like. Also, I know I said a while back after the last stream that next stream we'd be building the Wandering Trader airship. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, I almost kind of want to redesign it now that I kind of have this new philosophy on it. Because the Wandering Trader airship, I was like, it's nice, it's okay, but I don't know if it's my favorite. So I'm kind of tempted that we do another design session on that and see what else we can come up with. I don't even know what the word boat is anymore. It's just boat. Oh, we finally went to go see the Barbie movie over the weekend. That was really good. Very, very surprised by how much I actually enjoyed it. I thought I was gonna like it, and then it finished, and both Sid and I looked at each other and we're like, that was so good. You build a big galley with an animal head, like galley boat. Yeah, maybe like a figurine on the front. I was originally thinking about going like I have a big spot in the port that you might have seen earlier that is like, I was wanting to build like a warship there, but I was like, maybe, because I kind of go on the philosophy in this world that there's really not wars or anything like that outside of like the pillager raids, so I kind of want to more focus on big trade ships. And I was like, so I was originally thinking like a trireme or a bireme, and I was like, that's kind of still on that warship vibe, so I think I need to do something else. And then that got me on the current philosophy of boat but not boat. Okay, that's a good amount in here. We don't need a whole lot. I'm gonna need a lot, but yeah, that's refilled on there, so that's good. And then let's get another birch tree or two. Aha, I see birchwood. So unless they do an evening stream, I don't think there'll be a blocking fWhip boat building stream. Yeah. I think that'd be more of a, I need Blocky to sit down and be like, all right, listen up. Here's how you do it, because you're stupid. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Teach me, please. Maybe try to make one into like a makeshift raft-like thing, kind of like Waterworld boat, but not boat. Yeah, like what Corrales is doing right now. Corrales always has a really good way of like coming up with unique build ideas. He does a really good job with that. Small raft is going down river with a village. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Be up a creek without a paddle. You never know. Then you're really in trouble. I can do that, but most of the time I don't know what I'm doing either. Hey, you know, that's the secret for all of us. Everybody's like, how do you build so well? How do you make this? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you think I know what I'm doing when I'm in there? No, I just like, this could use something. Let's find out what that something is. Have you watched Oppenheimer? No, we haven't yet. We want to. We have not. We were kind of debating on that or Barbie first, and I was like, can we go see Barbie first? Like, I would rather see that one sooner. I think Oppenheimer will be good, but I'm almost more of like a curl up on the couch at home, watch Oppenheimer, because I want to be in for the long ride, and I feel like after a while in movie theaters, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm ready to go now. Or like, Oppenheimer feels like one where you need to have like a scheduled intermission to just go to the bathroom and come back, whereas you can't really do that in a movie theater without missing anything, and that seems like one of the movies where if you miss something, you're gonna miss a lot. Okay, we got oak logs and leaves. We got birch leaves. Yeah, we also need azalea leaves, so we'll get more logs there. You make drawings while designing your builds? If so, I'd love to see some of your sketches. I do some. Most of the ones that I do sketch out are the ones that I show in the video where we have the little animation of them playing, but not so much. That's something I actually want to get into more. I was watching some guy on YouTube recently. It randomly popped up on my homepage. His video had like 3 views, but I was like, sure, whatever, let's check it out. Honestly, don't even know if I could find it again. But he was a student in game design and trying to get into 3D modeling, and his professor had them doing something. He's basically doing like a vlog of like, here's everything I've been working on. Had him doing like a project where they sketched everything in 2D, and then they went into a 3D modeling software and started creating in 3D to show how you can more easily convey simple ideas quickly in a 2D drawing, and then transition that into whatever. Is there not a break in a movie in American movie theaters? Not typically, unless it's like a really long movie. You don't get a break here, no. But yeah, so I was like, that's kind of interesting, and I'd love to be able to, I don't know. I really love drawing, and it's a skill I want to grow for sure, and it's just not one I have grown quite yet as much as I want to. So maybe in the future we'll, ooh, it is a little,
Keep it real.
Maybe BCI was in a recliner chair theater, but considering it was basically 3 hours of dialogue, I wasn't bored once. Great editing/writing goes far.
yeah, I don't think it'll be a getting bored portion. I think it's more of a not able to sit still portion. Because that's me. All right, there's some azalea leaves. That's good. That'll help. We need to really get all the pitcher pods. So I wanted to harvest the pitcher pod field and get those and replant it, if it's even grown yet, because I haven't been around this area, so none of this stuff's been growing. Also, I know the better clouds that we have, they look a little weird in the desert, but out here in the overworld here, oh my gosh, do I love them. If we come down here, I'll show y'all. ADHD? Yeah, probably. But look at all the better clouds up there, kind of like, oh, look at that. Look at how much cooler that looks than your normal little stinking Minecraft clouds. Yeah, I went to one movie that had a built-in intermission, but the movie was like 4 hours, 4.5 hours. So like, there, you kind of need one at that point. It's time to plant a field. I love this place though. I will be back out here after the desert. How do you prove that you've done everything in hardcore? By showing the entire process in my video. Yeah, sure. No, you definitely can. If anybody wants to know how to cheat in Minecraft, click this, click that, click here. Then you type /game mode creative. There you go. You hit enter on that. Congrats, you're in hardcore and you're in creative mode. Why would I do that? There's a thing that I think a lot of people need to understand, and is really starting to get blurred in the Minecraft space. Also, I relogged, so that turned LAN off. There you go. That's how you cheat. Anybody want to cheat in your hardcore world on Java Edition? Well, I guess that's the only hardcore. There you go. Congratulations. You now know how to cheat.
Between Barbie and Oppenheimer, I saw Big Shark and met Tommy Wiseau. I highly recommend that to anyone.
There you go. There you go. That's it. There you go. That's the way to do it. It's one of those things where if you look at hardcore Minecraft on YouTube right now, because it's so trending, and this is something I learned recently that I was blown away by, is that people have realized that how much money you can make on YouTube when you're getting millions and millions of views per video. And so a lot of corporations are now starting YouTube channels, and their entire teams of people with editors, with multiple people that play the Minecraft account, and then they have one person do the voiceovers. And then so the it's a little crazy to think about it, but it's true. I now have confirmation that it exists. I don't know of any channels that are doing it, but I do know that some do, where they'll be doing such large projects that they themselves can't physically gather all the materials, or they just don't want to, so they'll pay people to play their Minecraft account and gather materials for them. And so there's basically a person playing that Minecraft account, and it's logged into their hardcore world 24/7, just gathering materials, doing things, building, creating the farms, whatever it might be. And then the voiceover is all about the one person just being an absolute machine of a Minecrafter, just going bam, 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 doing things. And you're all like, how did they do this so fast? Do they even sleep? The answer is, yeah, they sleep, but they also have 5 people playing the Minecraft account that are rotating every few hours. Yeah, they literally hire professional, or, well, if you die in a hardcore world, the same thing is it puts you in spectator mode. You hit bam, bam, bam. Oh no, /game mode survival. Wow, you're alive. How are the house renovations going? Good. The tile got down on the floor recently, which is really cool, and they're doing the wall tile today, so it'll be really cool to be able to see that. I was kind of hoping this would be a little bit more grown. What else do we need out here? We need to get some azalea. Actually, most of these are pretty full grown. But yeah, recently discovered that's a thing, which I was like, oh, okay, so that's how people are doing all the big projects. Or you get the people that would rather save the money, and they'll just go into hardcore and say, and I spent 6 hours gathering wood logs.
Nice to meet you.
And then suddenly they have multiple shulker boxes of spruce logs where it took them 2 minutes to do it. And it's one of those things where you can do that. You can make it happen. You can do whatever you want with that, and you can still produce a good video that's believable and people are going to enjoy it. But it's one of those where for me, I asked myself the question on it is, do I do YouTube, like Minecraft YouTube, because I want this to be my job and I want to make money off of it, or do I do it because it's a passion project and it's turned into a job? And that's where I'm at with it, is I love playing Minecraft. And I think if I got to the point where I'm just literally just churning content, cheating and all that, all my joy for this game would be gone. Like, full honesty, I don't think I would want to log into this game at all. I think it's the same thing with a lot of people. Like, we've all been in Minecraft worlds where we've cheated and you lose motivation. I used to do it before I started YouTube and all that. Is I would be like, man, this is taking a long time. I don't want to gather these blah 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 spruce logs I need and spruce trapdoors. I'm just gonna give them myself because I just want to get into building. And then my motivation for the world just is instantly gone. And it's one of those where I've realized that when I got on YouTube, I stopped doing that. And if it has happened, I've told you all about it. I did it once or twice in building with fWhip, and I felt so bad about the fact that I even cheated and did anything. And I told y'all instantly. One sec, my mouse is being weird. And that was just building some palm trees because I couldn't be bothered to place the leaves from below. And that was in like episode 4 or 5, building with fWhip. After that, I literally haven't done anything. Okay, computer, we want to work now? Hello? I have hotkeys on the side of my mouse that can like do like this, and they are not working right now. Let's hope that restarts, because that's a bit of a problem. Come on, what is going on? Hello? Sorry, Windows computer sounds, that's me. How long is this world going on? 2 years in December. Will be 2 years in December. Jenna, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. Want to jump in and say hi. Going to save the stream to watch on my 9.5-hour flight back to the UK from Mexico. Like and subscribe, everybody. Hey, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and have a safe flight. Steadifier, thank you so much for the gift membership. And JBus, thank you so much for the donos as well. Fufu, thank you so much for the 2 months. I do appreciate it. Nope, it's getting there. I might have to restart my computer. That's annoying. I guess we're playing without a mouse. Well, without key bindings on my mouse. Why aren't you working? Oh, it's not responding. Yeah, it's broken. The Corsair ICUE program, sometimes it works so well. It works an entire day without breaking. Then other times it literally just cannot work. No matter what I do. Pretty sure I remember the first episode of this world. Yeah, probably. It hasn't been too long. But yeah, so that's my philosophy on the whole cheating side. And full disclosure on all of it, you're just gonna have to take my word on it. I'm never gonna be one of those people that live streams every single thing I do in this world. And if you really need it, I got all the receipts and replay footage. If anybody is out there like making videos doing credible claims of trying to make it look like I cheat or anything like that, I have every single receipt in a replay mod file. I run the recording every single time. This is running no matter what when I boot up the game. So if you want to accuse me of cheating, you can go scrub every single replay file and find the place where I cheated. You can do it. Go for it. You can spend the... How many hours are we in here now? Every single second. I have every single second of 42.28 days. Every single second of that, I have in replay footage. Receipts for defense against the potential call out posts. Yeah, if somebody ever fully calls me out and is like made up a whole story about it to where people start believing them, I'm just going to drop the files on them and say, hey, prove it. Prove that I cheated. Go scan through all of this and prove that I cheated. You tell me where it happened. Sounds like a lot of hard drives. Replay footage isn't that much space, thankfully. So I've got that defense. And if people want to accuse me of cheating or whatever, it's just the people who, they're not worth my time. So especially the random YouTube commenters that come in and accuse me of cheating. It's probably more that they can't keep a Minecraft world for 2 weeks than something on me. It's more of a reflection on themselves. So I don't really care. All right, we're just going to finish harvesting all the full-grown ones in here, and then we'll replant the field. Construction go brrr. Yeah, it's not too loud today, I think. Ah, you might have just heard a little bit there. Roasted. I mean, a lot of people like to call others out for... It's just a part of life. People love to call people out for faking it or things when it's something that they can't achieve themselves. Rather than admitting defeat, they like to say that the other people cheated. It is what it is. You gotta, there's a lot of things that, like, after being a creator for a while, that you just kind of learn about how humans interact with each other, and especially on the internet. The internet, a big portion of it seems to be about sucking the fun out of what other people are doing. Not about, like, making something more fun for yourself. It's if you don't like something, or if you can't do something, it's about taking the fun away from other people, which really is not the way it should be, but that is the way it is in some regards. So here we are. Hey, Linksy, how you doing? If someone thinks you've ever cheated, it doesn't mean it means they just don't know you or your content. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Linksy, you got the ultimate. Here's the receipts. How you doing today, dude? Hope you got a little bit of this nice, cool weather that we got down here in the Seattle area. Oh, it's been lovely with some rain. Yeah, it's one of those things where if the amount of people that call me out for things, I'm just like, you just found my channel. You've probably been here for all of 10 minutes, and you're like, there's no way this guy did this. When if you've been a fan for a long time, you're like, oh yeah, no, we know fWhip is a little stupid and does these massive projects. Like, this is the norm. This is the norm. Whatever this weird state is where every build is massive and takes a bunch of time and blah blah blah, yeah, that's kind of normal. That's just, it's just fWhip doing fWhip things, and I'm over here like, yeah. It's one where I love the product of the videos. They take so much time to create, but I absolutely love the product that we get of these massive builds coming together and everything like that. I have so much fun putting them together and seeing the final results, and like getting the video back from Marcos after he's finished editing it and seeing where everything like landed together. I really love that feeling of seeing everything in there. You think that duping blocks is wrong? I dupe TNT. I don't dupe anything else. I dupe TNT to save me time. If I want to keep up with the level of building and things that I'm doing, I got to do that. But I also draw a line on duping sand. Any form of duping that uses the end portal, I don't do, because that just seems really sketchy, shady mechanics to me. So I don't do it in that regard. But when you get into the realm of like duping TNT for farms, where you put a lot of effort into making the farm, I do that because Mojang is kind of acknowledged, saying that they're okay with it until they can find a better solution. And if they find a better solution, I'm here for it. I'll use whatever that solution is. I'll change to that over TNT duping. Sorry. So that's kind of where I think of it, is Mojang themselves have said they haven't found a better solution for it, and it gives so many farms that just produce so many items that you just kind of need it. If you want to build anything like massive scale in decent amounts of time, the TNT duping means duplicating. So basically there's a way we got a few farms around here that do it. I don't do it for everything. Like I don't have a general tree farm. I only have tree farms for the really annoying ones to gather, like mangrove and then the nether. But as far as like spruce and oak and things like that, I can spend the time to go chop those down. Like that's something I can do. So that's where I kind of land on all those things. But any ideas what you'd put as a centerpiece for the desert area? Maybe a big inside market. Well, we're gonna build the entire town. I've got an idea if I can find the blue axolotl. That's kind of my goal. When we get back over to the desert, we're gonna go breed axolotls for a bit. I think I've got well over 100 something axolotls in there now. So the breeding time is starting to ramp up. It's more based off of how many tropical fish I can feed to them. Buckets of tropical fish, because why it can't just be a tropical fish, I don't know. It is so infuriating to breed axolotls because you misclick with a tropical fish, the axolotls eat it, and you can no longer use it for breeding. So big sad. Okay, we're just kind of getting the ones that are regrowing now. Let's replant. That'll be fine. Yeah, that should be enough pitcher pods to keep me for a bit. I don't use them too crazy, and that's what, 7, almost 8 stacks. Any new life videos coming out soon? No. I'll be honest, I don't know if there's going to be another new life video. full honesty on all that. I like to be transparent with y'all, and that's kind of where it's at. Cole, thank you so much for the 12 months. I really appreciate it. Started watching content about the start of 1.12, and it's been great to watch. Hey, you've been around for a long time then. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Tez, how you doing? 18 months at tier 2. Wishing a good day to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. Another OG. Okay, let's get our picture pods and we'll go replant. Are you collecting the rare tropical fishies? I couldn't tell you what's a rare one and what's not, so they're all getting fed to the axolotls. Feel like New Life kind of fell off for some. It's one that we had really high hopes for, and I think it's something that the group learned from a lot of. We literally finished Empires, and before Empires was even done, we were already on New Life recording right away, and that was a big killer for a lot of people for it, which is not good to begin with. So already people were pretty burned when we even got into New Life. And then the mod pack itself, you've probably heard all of us complaining about the mod pack just having so many issues. Like, I still at this time can't log in for more than 2 hours with the game crashing on me, which is infuriating as a content creator, especially because those crashes break replay mod footage. So y'all don't know how many times I rebuilt buildings half done, and I would completely tear it down because the replay mod broke. Like, I'd hit that 2 hour limit without realizing it. And so I started setting a timer on my phone for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then anytime that would happen, or I'd get close to it, I'd be like, okay, just relog now. But then for modded Minecraft, y'all, if you've played it, you know, relogging in modded Minecraft takes a long time. So it'd be, okay, I got to relog now. Okay, let's sit around for 2 minutes waiting for that to get fixed. And I mean, it's modded Minecraft. It's gonna have issues. It's just kind of the way modded goes. But unfortunately, that was a really rough issue to have. So that really killed it for me. Between that and just people were already burned out because we had just finished a massive series to jump into another one. It was a bit off. And we had a lot of people jump in. Like, we had, what, 20 people on the series, I think, when we started. And for different reasons, whatever they might be, life things coming up or just people disappearing and not really posting. Like, you can go look at it right now. Wow, that one instantly grew. But there's only, like, right now, or pretty much by the time that I stopped recording, there were only 9 people that were actively posting New Life videos. And so, like, you'd log into the server and you're like, I'm alone. I got nobody else on here. I don't know. For me, that's a big point of, if I'm playing a multiplayer series, I don't want to be playing solo. So I kind of just decided I was going to focus on hardcore because the videos do better anyways. I'm pretty happy with that decision. Ollie didn't get time to post his first video. I mean, he's moving house right now. I think he's moving into his new house. He moved in over the weekend, so he's in the process of doing all that. But also, I mean, that just kind of goes into for one reason or another, people weren't there, whether they're taking summer vacations or they were buying a house to move into or whatever it might be. Like, there's just things that people are busy with that we didn't really take into account when we started the series. We're just like, everybody's like, yeah, no, that sounds great, let's do it. And then things just kept coming up for different people. A few people got sick. Like, I know a few people got COVID when it started, and then they were out for a few weeks because of it, that they just couldn't record. And then they had like a trip coming up right after they were feeling better, so they were just gone even longer. And it's just like, it was a bunch of unfortunate things leading in, where I think if we had taken a week or two off between Empires and coming in to New Life, the series would be doing a lot better for a lot more people. So much prefer hardcore anyway. Yeah, hardcore is like, for me, it's my happy place in Minecraft. I've realized since I have been playing hardcore, the importance of having a multiplayer series for me is very big, because the break between recording videos, I was kind of talking about earlier, where if you just log into the same Minecraft world every day, it's pretty easy to get burned out and kind of tired. But as a recorder, like a content creator, you got to keep producing content and everything like that. And so I realized that having that break almost of just jumping on an SMP to mess around with friends and doing something different than, okay, so I'm going to build this over here. Okay. And then, all right, I want to break from building. Okay, let's build a technical farm instead of building a pretty build. Like, that's not really that much of a break when you think about it. So for me, as somebody who has done both, who has done a lot of multiplayer content, done a lot of single player, I also don't want my brand to be turned into just single player, hardcore player. I think it's really important as a content creator to keep the brand more diverse and more fluid, so you can do other things instead of your viewers only expecting one type of thing from you. So I want to get a multiplayer thing running soon, but who knows what that is and when it'll be. I think I've got one kind of in the works that I'm thinking about. It'll probably be a shorter term one, but it should be fun. Have you ever played Build Battle? Nah, just not really my type of Minecraft. Sad New Life isn't great, but switching to mainly hardcore was a good decision. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So yeah, feel free to clip that and share that around if you want. That's kind of my reasoning for why I'm not on New Life so much anymore. But Empires 3, no. I can confirm Empires 3 is not in the works currently. Why do you not make a server? I have made many servers. What do you mean by server? Like server for you to play on? We have a server for members. Tier 2 members and up get access to a server. Hardcore is your passion project and it shows. Yeah, I really like the hardcore world. See how you're using red mushroom blocks on the path for your desert bait? I think it'd be a great update for Minecraft to be able to right click. Dude, if you could strip mushroom blocks like that, oh, that'd be amazing. I'm not saying no to Empires 3. But I think what I will say is Empires 3 needs a big change over what we did in Empires 2. I'm not going to say much more beyond that. But if we do Empires 3, there's going to be some changes to how it works and more returns back to the roots of Empires. Empires, also, if you haven't, leave a like on the stream. We have 1,500 people in here. We're not even at 1,000 likes. I believe we can get there. But Empires 2, I think, was successful in some regard, but then it also struggled a lot in other places as we kind of abandoned a lot of the core ideas that made Empire Season 1 very big, of like the you can only produce these certain materials. We were a little bit more, we kind of started with that in Season 2, but then as we kind of went along, we were like, yeah, but you know, it's if you need to just like make a little farm on the side, that's fine. And so a lot of the movement between empires and collabs where it was simply for trading or whatever, that type of stuff, that really didn't happen in Season 2 so much. Or it did if we were like, we're allies, right? Okay, cool, you can use my farm if I can use yours, great, we're good. But then we didn't really do anything to ever change that. So I think that's something that we need to revisit if we were to do a 3, is kind of being a little bit more strict about that and a little bit more honest with ourselves of expectations for where we want to take the series. Loving new Papyrus so far. Can't wait for the next episode. Hey, thanks so very much. Let me just bring an extra box here because we're going to be getting a lot of leaves. We'll just bring all those. Sup, Trace? Thank you so much for the 15 months. It's rare I'm able to catch a stream. I was like, I haven't seen your name around for a while. Hope you're doing well. You've been around for a very, very long time, though. Even much more beyond the 15. Hop down during my lunch break. Stay awesome. Hey, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Are you planning to do some pyramid build in the desert? Probably not a pyramid, but we will do some sort of palace structure. Probably inspired off of the original Papyrus Palace. How'd you plan to link up the spawn district to the Mudbrick Castle in future? Oh, in here? We already have a road connecting them. If you're meaning like, we can take the road. We can walk our way over.
Pleased to meet you.
Like we already have this road connecting all the way over here. I want to fix up the mushroom farm so it actually functions, because it does not function.
Pleased to meet you.
But we have that, and I wanted to do, the plan is to do, probably terraform this cliff eventually. I want to do like a little kind of fishing thing right along here, just like a few houses, either there or like a dock over here, almost as like for the river coming in to this region. We probably need a dock for like customs and things, so maybe that means a few other people built nearby to have like some farms and like a little fishery huts or maybe a trade post, and then they can kind of get through this point where we have the water wall of boats won't be able to get through that unless they lower it. And then I do want to transform this section here into kind of a version of that, like another version of that scale size of buildings. I want to transform this entire stone area into that. I think could be pretty cool. Have you ever tried Tarkov? Not my style of game. I don't like first-person shooter games. The only FPS games I've enjoyed have been Halo and Destiny. Aries Santori, thanks so much for the 10 months. I really do appreciate that. And Eric, thanks so much for the 3 months, my dude. Been enjoying the desert project so far. Can't hang out for long, but have a great day. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. You make a place along the road to the desert where people can trade and restock. Seems realistic. That's kind of what I want one of the village. Oh, this is not the, that's the horse race truck. Very different from the pathway that I was trying to go on. We want to be over here. Yeah, I think once we get back to this region of the world, that's going to be a little bit more of what we focus on. So we'll see where that lands. I think one of the first projects coming back after we get here is I'm just going to be working on the tree. So we might start doing some streams soon that literally are dedicated to harvesting azalea leaves. As fun as that sounds. Just gotta fix up the tree, you know. What will be your next mega project in this world? Yeah, it's a great idea, or great question. I mean, the current one we're at is the new Papyrus City. We'll see where that lands. That F1 Austin racetrack was cool for the horse track. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out because I didn't have to invent a race myself. I wouldn't have made one as good. So that worked out pretty well. I do want to do some more along the road here. I've decided a big part of this world and a big part of connecting things together, it seems very artificial to have town and like city and city and only one road between them. So eventually we need to have multiple roads, like maybe one coming along that bottom edge with some villages down there. And it's like having a whole world that's just in a line seems very artificial. So I want to, oh, I missed some. I want to take the time to, we have one. Okay. Gonna ignore that and move on. But I want to take the time eventually to build more villages and things in different areas that don't just revolve us being in a line, so it causes more reason to like go around different pathways and come to civilizations from different angles, so we don't always just have the one road leading into a place. Yeah, like being able to explore along this and just see everything along this pathway, I enjoy. I have walked this a few times since I built it, usually on horseback instead of on foot, but by foot is making me catch a few things that we missed, so maybe good. Any plans for today's stream? We're almost done resource gathering, then we're gonna get it working on building and decorating some riverbeds. Where is the trail ruin on the way? We just passed it. It was at the right next to where we were literally fixing that coarse dirt a second ago. That's the trail ruin. It was right there. Yeah, this little one was fun to build. There's such a random little building out here, little farmstead, and you can tell that I haven't been by here too much because the wheat field still has not grown. It's getting there. So in here said the hardcore series is almost 2 years old, which is crazy. I remember when the series just started. Yeah. Well, we're almost on day 4,900. We got 40 days left for that. And then, yeah, December will be 2 years. We'll hit 5,000. We'll probably be almost 6,000 days by then, to be honest. How about an archaeology camp too? Yeah, I kind of want to rebuild the trail ruin and make it a little bit cooler. And like this village, somebody said like a trade post along the way. We're gonna revamp this village and make it like a halfway point that's really focused on like just the roadway. So we'll get this built out eventually. I think this might be a later down the line project if we need some side project to do. But yeah, so we have this, which is cool, and then transition back into here. Then we have like the little ruined fortress, which is pretty fun. I enjoy. Charlotte, thank you so much for the 17 months. Wow, 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 indeed. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Western Railroad would be cool. I kind of exist in a medieval fantasy realm, but I do open the doors for I'm thinking like World of Warcraft fantasy is the vibe that I live in. So like machines are possible, but I don't know if I want like a traditional Western steampunk railroad in here. But we could do some sort of a railroad. Like we have minecarts and things, so it'd just be a bigger one. Yeah, I really like this rune build. It's very basic. It's very, very simple, but I think it worked out well as a dividing point, like region to region almost. Any more custom biomes planned? Nothing that I know of right now. They kind of happen on the fly. Granted, I knew I had the mesa where I was like, I want to change all this to regular sand. But we had the mesa and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to I want to do this now. I want to do this now and move over here. So I try to not super plan videos. I find the more that I super plan my videos and be like, I'm going to do this and this and this, and then I'm going to do this and blah, 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 I get really overwhelmed. The more plans I have, the more I'm like, no. Like, this is another village that we can redo eventually and kind of give some love to, which would be fun. There's actually a third village, which I think is so cool how close these are together. You can see the top house right there. We're right over here. There's this village, there's that village, and then there's that third one that we were just by right back over there. So we got bam, bam, and bam. And I definitely want to link this up eventually too. I think these like cliffside villages are going to be so fun to work with eventually. This would be really cool. Raven Monster, thank you so much for the 29 months. How are you doing? You and the dogs doing good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Doggos are a little sad right now because they've been hanging in their crates a lot recently because Coda cannot be trusted with people coming in and out of the house constantly because he will definitely try and bolt and go on an adventure. But they've been good. We've been trying to take them on big walks and things throughout the day. Boat. Yes, boat. Brown mushroom and packed mud work well together. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Maybe they could have a trade pact / alliance. Yeah. I think that farther out one, I don't know. We need to find some way of making them a little bit different between the two. Because I don't want them both just be fishing villages. So maybe the far out one could be more of a small fishing village. And then the closer one is more about the, like being a trade route where the road was going along there and people started settling because they're like, this is a pretty view. Look how cute this guy is. I love him. Yeah, normally I take this horse. This horse is much quicker than walking. But we're back. Like we never left. How about a village over the water? Like on stilts or kind of like floating? Boat is simple, but it adds so much. Yeah, I've realized that like boats, if they're off in the distance, you don't need to cram detail in them. You just need the general idea of boat. Hence, boat. And then it works pretty well from there. Also, I love those obelisks that I made. I almost wish I made them bigger, like a little bit more grand. But I think after the city gets in there to scale, we can redesign them if we need to. Decorative hay bales. We have not taken all the hay bales from the villages. I have a full... I don't need hay bales anymore. With the auto wheat farm that I have more hay than I could ever need. It's absurd. I actually can't use the wheat that's produced in that wheat farm fast enough. And I use a lot of packed mud. So, yeah, it's a lot. Okay, last project here is we need to get a bunch of azalea stuff, which we can kind of start filling in take these out of here. This should be only Azalea in here. We don't need to. You can go in with those. Nope, that's the wrong way. And it's overflowing. Birch goes in there. You can go back in here. We probably won't plant all of them, but I just want to get some down. Let's do like 32 azalea trees and see what happens. That can be a good starting point here. Build a monastery. Yeah, something like that maybe. Love the pink accent in the desert. Yeah. I like the orange and pink, and then the city colors are very much going to be like the blue and light blue to go back to old papyrus. But the orange and pink like accents are going to be there almost like painted mosaic stones is my idea. We can just go right next to our jungle tree harvesting area that we've been creating. You should try to add to your videos first-person shots as you fly through your world instead of drawing like time lapses. Like 90% of my video is first-person footage. If I'm missing what, Joe?
Hey, for real.
Most of my videos are first person. If you mean like time lapse wise, like zooming in a little bit closer, but I don't know. I don't mind the time lapses being zoomed out. I use time lapses to convey like more of a grand, like here's where it is in the world, as if like the time lapse is like a pseudo, here's where things are placed shot, and then also a, all right, we'll do that. There's our half stack. Yeah, I like, because the videos move fast. Time lapses are mostly there to like show y'all where it's existing in the world, if in between doing like cinematic shots and things. So that's most of the purpose of them. I know this isn't perfect on the leaf preservage. But we'll be close enough. I like how Pearl does her time lapses in time with her music. Yeah, that's definitely a way to do it. I don't know. A lot of the music we use is very different, whereas Pearl has a formula for hers. Her time-lapse music is the same music every single time, and if you watch her videos, it's the same every single time there's a little break in the time-lapse, like where it's a zoom in, it's always there. And she does it on purpose too. I've asked her about it. She does it there, so it's like a more familiar for viewers. They know what's coming, and they kind of know when things are happening, so it just creates a little ease on the brain. I'm so good at this game. Any big plans for this world? No, we haven't done anything big yet. No, I want to keep working and improving on all the builds that we have set up. Like all of the different cities and things like that. I want to start finishing. My goal right now in this world is I feel like I've started so many projects and really just done so many big builds. And then I've been so worried about the YouTube meta of new, that I want to instead focus more on like a final product for the next little while. I don't think every episode is going to be going back and finishing old things, because that seems like a death sentence on YouTube. But I do want to give more time to, like, if I need a second video to come back and finish things, like I'm going to allow myself to do that. Because as much as I know YouTube really does not like repeat content or like not net new, I think it's still, for my own personal sanity, is good. Eventually I want like the series style to move into like Etho Let's Play style, where he just is like, today we're working on this. And that sound, because why? Because that's what sounds fun to me. Scar's super fast build mode so much. Scar is one of the only people I know that still doesn't use replay mod, and I don't know how he does it. Bad times with Scars, just sitting up there in the sky recording all of it. Killed the goat. I don't know if there's... I haven't been following that stuff. That green from the bush made me think creeper because I forgot the bushes were here. That was why the sudden step back. Wait, what, really? Yeah. Yeah, no, he's like, yeah, I know I could go to replay mod and I know it's better, but this is what I know how to do. I think it's more of a if it isn't broken, don't fix it type mentality. Like, this works, I know what I'm doing here, and I know how to do this the right way. Whereas, like, if you jump into replay mod, there is always a chance that the footage will not work. Like, there versus having a camera account where you can live see it recording what is going on. You can always fix it. Like, you have the footage no matter what. Whereas replay mod, there's a chance that your video file gets corrupted. It's a very low chance, and there's some ways to repair it if you're a little bit more on the tech savvy side. But if you're not, like, why do something that has a risk of not working because you're changing when you know something works? I know, I guess for the sake of potential efficiency gains, but also all of us replay mod users are looking at Crush Pixel being like, there's a new Minecraft update, is it out yet? Is it out? Excuse me, is the new replay mod update out yet? And like, what if Crush Pixel eventually just like, yeah, sorry y'all, I'm done updating this, I'm good. Because he's already done that once. I think it was at the 116 or 117 update. He's the developer that makes replay mod, for those who don't know. But he was like, yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be updating this anymore. No plans to continue replay mod. And I remember so many people being like, what? And then Jevin, Sausage, and a few other people, and I was trying to get in to help, but they had already found funding for it. Came up with a bunch of money and were publicly talking about how, because the project was no longer being continued, that they were finding a software developer to create the mod and maintain the mod for future Minecraft updates. And so they were looking for people to help, like, with paying for it. And then, and making, like, fixing a lot of the bugs in replay mod. I mean, like, let's produce this. Let's make something good here. Let's hire a developer to make it and then, like, provide it to the community for free. Just because we know we want it for our content, so we're happy to pay, and then other people can use it too. And then as soon as that price tag was announced, suddenly Crush Pixel was back like, no, I'll keep the mod up. I'll update it. So I don't know if anything ever came from paying him or not, but I do know Jevin did find a developer and I think paid the developer to make it. And like the project was already going, and then the original replay mod dev came back and was like, no, I'll do it. So that was also back when replay mod was only on Forge, I think. And then he full swapped to Fabric, which I appreciate. Hi French, I'm fWhip. You make an ambient oak forest biome with lanterns and blossoms. Yeah, I think making a custom oak forest would be fun. I really want to make a custom taiga. We have those big taiga forest trees, like big spruce trees. That would be really cool to continue with more of them. I also want to make like a highlands biome. I think that could be really cool. Like, and using a lot of path block in the terrain itself. I think that could be gorgeous. New live service seems to be an issue too. I'm assuming there's another question. When's the new video coming out? Probably next week. Goal is next Thursday. For those who missed me talking about it earlier, I am taking next week off. Taking a mental health week. Because it's a new quarter reset, and I haven't taken a break and stayed home for a very long time. So I'm just doing it. And I have not pre-recorded anything. So if the video I'm working on right now gets finished before Friday, then you'll have a video next week. If not, I'll finish it the week after. We got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, so I wasn't going to finish it before. But yeah. So maybe I'll stream one day next week. I haven't really decided yet. It's kind of if I'm like in the mood of like, oh yeah, it could be fun. Let's go do it. I'll stream, but otherwise, no. You like to join Hermitcraft? I already did. Wasn't for me. Yeah, so don't forget about me when I'm gone, okay? I'll be back, I promise. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be sitting here on my butt, playing other video games, doing things. Probably playing a lot of hardcore World of Warcraft, doing things around the house. It'd be great. That chore list that I've been putting off for a while. Yeah, sure, hon, I'll get to that soon. Yeah, I'm gonna tackle some of that. For those who did hear or hadn't heard, I took a 3-day weekend, so I didn't work Friday. And then usually I work Sundays and like Saturday morning for a bit. Not healthy, I know, but I usually do it just because that way I can get ahead for the week and we can upload Thursday videos because the footage will be done earlier in the week. So I typically take like second half of Friday and all through Saturday off. That's my goal. That's like a good week is like second half of Friday, like after stream on Friday, I'm done. Like that's when I start my weekend, and then I would start up again like Sunday, just because I do enjoy getting ahead for the week. Nobody bothers me on Sundays. It's great. I can actually focus on recording. But yeah, so I took the weekend off and it was fantastic. It was the first time I like had been just sitting at home and not doing anything, and I ended up spending most of the weekend on Discord calls playing games with friends, or I cleaned my office. It was great. I haven't cleaned my office in a long time. It's not gross, but there were boxes just kept accumulating in here. I went through my closet and the amount of hardware boxes that I was like, I should keep this just in case I need the warranty, because I need the box to be able to return it and get the warranty. So I leave everything in the box. The amount of those warranties that ended like a year and a half ago, I was like, yeah, I could probably throw it away now. Video tomorrow? No. Nope. Tons of those boxes. Yeah, those old boxes with our phone cases and everything in it that were like, our family told us we need to keep this. We have to keep these forever, because what if phone break? Then we're in big trouble. Never gonna use it. Never gonna use that box. But you best believe I still got it. Yeah, when you have the box, but you threw away the hardware. I thankfully didn't have any of those this time around. That was the saving grace on that. I was pretty good about that, at least. Yentl, thank you so much for the 17 months. 7 more to a colored tree. Whoo, we're getting so close. Just kind of destroying these. It all needs to get destroyed eventually anyways, so. Oops. Whoopsies. Nailed it. Is there an iron farm tutorial you recommend? If you want one super simple and you're playing single player, just build the one by Shulkercraft. It's the same one I have in this world. I built it on the... I couldn't tell you the original designer for it, but I know Shulkercraft. They have a good tutorial on how to make it. It's not their own design, I believe. So somebody can correct me in the chat for who actually made it. But that is a good one. That's Java edition. If you're on Bedrock, I can't help you. I know nothing about bedrock. Wicked Stacy, thanks so much for the dono. How you doing today? Hope everything's going well. Keep the boxes to make the box for it. Yeah, exactly. That's the important part. That's the important step. Now, I want to redo my closet and take the doors off of it because I think it would be, I think it'll just look a lot better. And then I can kind of turn into more of a display case. But in order to do that, I got to get rid of a lot of junk in there. I have a lot of like old merch. Like when the last merch release I did, like clothing merch, which was what? It was last summer, I think, or last holidays. I don't know. I really need to get back on doing something like that. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, like I still have all the old samples, like all the old wrong samples. When they sent first samples, I'm like, here's like 5 or 6 different ideas, and let us know what you think about this fabric on this, and blah 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 blah. And so like the good ones I like put in my closet because I'll wear those every once in a while if I'm just looking for like a cozy sweatshirt. But the bad ones are all in this closet right here. All right, there we go. Perfect. Now the 32 rooted dirt to go with it. Roll tree hoodie, dude. I would love. That's a good idea. Probably need to finish the tree. Maybe I can get the creative design done, and then I'll work with a company. I think I have a company I want to work with next time. I know Catherine and Scott enjoyed the last merch companies they worked with, so I think I got somebody this time that we can use at least. Which is good because I had a very sour taste in my mouth after that last merch company. That was bad experience all around. Donate that stuff. Yeah, I was thinking about like potentially just like doing like a raffle giveaway or something, which could be kind of funny. Of being like, who wants this old broken merch? It's free. I'll ship it to you. So, but I also was like, I don't know if I want like old like misprint fWhip merch out there. That seems a little weird to me. There's that. These azalea leaves can go in here. That's all azalea leaves. These are all flowering. The egg would love some. There we go. Maybe that's what I do. I'll send them out to the mod team. Whoever in the mod team wants something, I'll just like list off all the sizes and first come first serve on who wants one, and I'll just ship it to you. Misprint merch is one of a kind. Sign it and call it a collector's item. That could be funny. So I totally get the idea about donating it to do like a Goodwill or something. But that, just like, as a content creator, I don't know about you all, but the fact of me just walking in somewhere and just giving all this merch that has my name on it and saying, give this to families, give this out to people. That just, like, if there's no logo on it, if there's no fWhip logo on it, I would do that 100%. If it was just like a cool hoodie, like if Scott had extra or something like that, his hoodie that he made is awesome. Sid, I got one for Sid. She's wearing it all the time. But like me putting something out there that has like fWhip branding all over it just seems so off. It seems very like, even though it would be not a self-centered act to give that out of like, I want it to be out there for somebody who could wear it or something like that, but it just also seems like it could be perceived so poorly as being very self-centered of like, oh, he just did this as like a goodwill effort of people are going to be in a store and see fWhip merch and they're going to be like, what's fWhip? I'm going to Google that. Yeah, it would feel very off. Let me relog real quick. I want to save that little replay bit at the end. So I don't know. It just, I don't, that's not something that I'm going to do. I think it would come off feeling much weirder than any amount of good intention I have on that. So I don't know. Sounds weird to me. I'll tell you what though. I think it's standing time. We're going up, chat. We're going up. There you go. Y'all can, you can see the skateboard up now. I took the wheels off of it over the weekend because they kept falling down because all the weight in the wheels was pulling it forward. So I was like, I'm gonna remove it. So I just got the board deck up here now. Everybody uppies. Yeah, I just took the wheels and all the base off, so now it's the back weight is on it now, so it works a lot better. I was like, realistically speaking, I'm never gonna ride this again. After it's been a few years, and after all the bad crashes I had, I was like, It's a longboard. It's a cruiser longboard. It's a bamboo board, so it's like really flexible. It was really fun to ride. It was super cool. But I think that time's beyond me. Love the flowers. Yeah, it was my dad's old board. He gave it to me when I went off to college, so worked out. Got me around campus pretty well. There's a zombie behind you. I know, there's a few creepers too. Little goblin flips watching all of them now. We're good. Yeah, boss fight music for standing. The ultimate boss of can you stand? I don't know. Oh, I was gonna show y'all. I randomly tried this new shader. Not new, it's just an updated version of it. Of Silder's Enhanced Default. Look how Minecrafty this feels. Just look at how incredibly still Minecraft this is. It's like if Minecraft built their own shader, like I hope it's this. Look at how cool that is. It's so simple. There's like nothing too crazy about it. You can even turn off the shadows if you want, so you just get like the waving waters and like the fun sky, the fun sun and everything. It's just nice. I like it. I think it works really well in the desert, especially because a big part about the desert is making these shade things, which means you need a shadow below it. You don't really get that in Minecraft. Bedrock is getting shaders. Maybe Java will eventually too. When next stream after this one? Probably Friday. Okay, we need moss. Moss. Oh, there's a little rooted dirt in here. Dirt. I need to take that out. Yeah, we definitely need more dirt. We definitely need a lot more. We need a lot more materials just in general. You're supposed to be empty. These are both supposed to be empty, and they are not. I've done a bad. You can go in here. Where can I put all this sand and stuff? Anything want to go in there? You guys can go in there. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do the sandstone in here too, so we can just put those together. Oh, I can put the... I try and keep my sand and my sandstone separate because I have a very hard time telling what's different. Okay, we need to go get some dirt. And we're gonna fly. We'll repair the elytra on the way and come back. Oh, we have... Apparently last time I did the same exact thing there. Okay. Do you stream on mornings for the Europeans? No. I live on the west coast of the US. If I stream in the morning for Europeans, I'm going to be up at midnight starting my stream. Yeah, so what I want to focus on today is we're probably going to work on this outside bank of the river here. Work that around. Try and get all of the ground details in, like all of those bits along here. And then I'll work on trees later and things like that. Sounds like a lot. I have a hard cutoff in 50 minutes for stream, so we'll see how much we can get done. Sid and I are trying to keep one of us to be able to be on call for the guys who are here doing work, and she's got a big meeting coming up at 1, so I told her I'd be off stream by then. We just need to grab some more dirt and some more moss, and we'll head back over. European here for me. It's 9 p.m. Still watching though. Yeah, it seems like Europeans typically stay up a lot later than people in the U.S. Just from viewership, as I understand it. It's funny because I'll log on to start playing video games, and then Jimmy will message me like, "Dude, are you getting on? I'll jump on too." I'm like, Jimmy, it's 4 p.m. over here, which means it's midnight for you. You're just now starting to play games to relax for the day, and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, all right, let's do it. Just showed up. What I missed? We did a lot of resource gathering today. Now I just want to quickly repair the Electro since we're stopping by. Ooh, got a skull. Ooh, piece of candy. Can't believe that, dude. I don't get it. I'm a sleepy boy. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Nice, another 2 stacks of skulls just chilling in here. And that's everything we need. Level 60? Dude, pog. Sorry, Smiles. Yeah, eggs, isn't it? Like 9 or 10 p.m. over there right now. Tangled Embers, thanks so much for hanging today. Enjoy the rest of your day. So if I missed it? No, I think I did. Fran, thank you so much for the 18 months. I don't know if I missed that or not. I feel like I gotcha. 18 months is a crazy amount. Here's 18 more. No, I definitely didn't read that message. I'm so sorry. Thank you so very much. I got Yentals, and then I missed that. I also missed another one. No, I got that one. Okay. Fran, if you're still in here, thank you so much. Sorry I missed it. Y'all, what do I do with all these Wither Skelly skulls? Because, So eggs, how's it feel to have another perimeter now? All done. 5-6 months? Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, we got over 6 stacks of Wither Skelly skulls. We can make a lot of beacons. Decorative skulls. Yeah, we've used a few of them. I've been using them as like tops for like pipes almost. Kind of fun. I'll show you. They're over this way. Actually, I need shulker boxes. Any of these boxes takeable? You're takeable. You are also grabbable. Don't worry, before day 5,000 world download, we'll definitely organize all this. You can try to fight multiple withers at once. I could. A ruined city which had an iron farm as an outpost and a ruined gate to the tall. An interest to it? Do it. Go for it. Have fun. I've used some of the Wither Skelly skulls back here on these. I use them as like little additions to the pipes. So I turned them backwards so you can't see the face. And it kind of works perfectly on a wall. That's one of the places I've done them. I can't remember many others. This part of the world is starting to get pretty laggy. We got a lot of stuff happening around here. I'm down to under 60 FPS. Over in the desert, I'm at like 200. We're gonna need to do some fixing up around here soon. When are you going to build a general storage section? Never. I understand that a general storage area is cleaner, it's easier. All around, everything points to this is a smarter decision. fWhip, why are you being an idiot and building your storage rooms so spread out so they take 3 or 4 firework rockets to get to each of them? Well, the entire process is literally what we just did to walk over here. We gotta see the world. We gotta see what I built. I've spent hundreds, thousands of hours. 1,000. I think we're in the 1,000. I don't think we're at thousands. Just so many hours working out here, doing things, building this place. And if your entire world is so spread out and all these different things.
Since I caught a stream. So how have you been doing?
Hey, Small Plant, thanks so much for the donor. I appreciate that. I'll get to that in just a sec. But like, if your entire world, you do it and you build all this stuff and you spend all the time detailing it, and you have no reason to ever walk through it, when are you gonna bother doing it? I mean, sure, you can do what I do, and like you can have like down here is my bamboo farm, like right down this way. This is the collection room for the bamboo farm, so we can get everything down there that we need for that. But other than doing something like that, there's no reason to walk over here. There's nothing going on in any of these buildings, other than if I need some armor trims. All the armor trims are stored in that guy. But there's no reason at all. I guess there's a kelp farm, but how often am I going to go to the dried kelp farm? Haha, joke's on you. It's just a quiet song. Like this is supposed to lead to the mangrove tree farm, but this is the copper aging farm, like facility. So we got those, but like outside of that, there's no real reason to come down here. Then we have down this way is the quarry, which has all the stone storage, and it gives me a reason to come back in here and do all this stuff. My goal is to fully eventually be like, there's the mine, so we go down there to get all our deep slate and everything. My goal eventually is to completely move out of this house, like to have nothing stored in here, because it's all going to be stored in different points of the city or wherever it might be. Like we have the lumber storage over here because I love just sitting here and looking out over everything that we built. That's the whole purpose behind not having a general storage, is the reason of I built a world. I want to live in the world. I don't want to live in the box underground with all my auto sorters. Yeah, the reason is because it's pretty. Exactly. Why spend all the time and energy and effort doing this if I'm never going to come over and look at it? Seems a little crazy to me. Everybody's so concerned about efficiency in their Minecraft world, and then they're like,
thank you kindly.
I'm burned out. What am I going to do?
I got out of work early, so I'm not totally missing a stream. D.
Oh, thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much for the $20 dono, Alex. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well today. And hopefully the getting out of work early was just because there's nothing else to do, not because you want to jump in the stream. Or it could be, I don't know. You do you. Mental health stuff. Do you have a system for the shulkers in your ender chest? I have a rough system. It's definitely not science. I know some people are like, my first box is always this, blah, blah, blah. I have like half of them have reasons. I need to fix it. I need to do a restock. My ender chest is very dedicated to. Also, small plant, I've been doing really well. Thank you for asking. I've taken a little bit of a break, but I've been doing good. It's been a good time off. Yeah, so I always have this one, which is just like these materials in your extra elytra. It was originally my additional tools, extra totems, different boots if I need more protection, beacon. I always have beacon. I always have extra ender chest. I always have extra shulkers in there. Here's always my rocket box. This was originally my food box. It's a little bit of a mess right now. This is my extra tools box. Over here we have bone meal. We have a deep slate box. We have our emerald box if we ever need to go do any villager trading. This is always my redstone box. We have different detail blocks than the two magenta ones. And then everything else from this green one always has like some leaves in it. These are always kind of just like this has 3 stacks of leaves in it. That needs to get out of here. The brown one always has dirt and grass in it. The goal is to be fully dirt, but sometimes I just fill with grass instead. This is a random build box I need to dump. This one up here is typically full of bricks and like mud blocks. This one's always full of glass, different varieties. I need to restock. Oh no, this is the brick one. Or sorry, this is the mud one. This is like bricks and terracottas and coppers, but it's very low on everything. I always have one of sand just in case I need some to like drain something. And then the 2 light gray ones are both supposed to be empty, just junk boxes as I'm moving around. One of them is currently not empty because I need to go dump it. Do you color code your shulkers? Yeah, pretty much everything that I went through right there. You should put emergency elytra into your ender chest, which is only for flying to the skull farm. Yeah, there's one in the orange shulker box. Any more plans on the universe next to the mansion? I haven't focused on anything in the old world. Happened in New Life. I talked about it for like 10 minutes earlier in stream, so you can go find that if you want to revisit it and see why it's gone and what's going on.
Thank you kindly.
Lol, no. We got out of work early cause we get a 2-day break before the new school year begins and the new students start.
There you go. Sounds great. Perfect. I was like, I appreciate people being like, wow, I'm going to skip work so I can watch a stream. I appreciate the dedication, but also I don't know if it's the right idea. Maybe once in a while. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's get a bunch of mash. We're gonna be picking up a lot of sand, so. We need to leave some space. Also don't need this. We need to do a stream soon, just getting a bunch of levels and finishing enchanting all of the netherite tools I made. Ever building a Viking kingdom? I did one back in the original building with fWhip World. That was like a mountain Viking, mountain Nordic, like Nordic mountain thing. So kind of Viking, kind of not. That I enjoyed. I don't have any other major plans for like a Viking thing soon. I want to do something in the snow soon. I think could be fun. I think building in the snow is such a big challenge, but I also think you can get some really cool results from it. So I'm kind of loosely planning a snow build eventually, because we have a big snowy area. I just don't know the theme I want to go. And if I build in the snow, I typically want to do more. I also need grass. If I'm building in the snow, I want to go more along the route of like ocean. I feel like snow in Minecraft can be so samey and boring that if you can build somehow along the ocean, it's gonna make it a lot better. We're gonna put the regular dirt back because we're gonna work on the front up here for a bit first. So I don't know, that's kind of loosely where I'm leaning. We'll see what actually happens though. But I don't have an ocean. I have a very big frozen lake that we could do something for, but like I don't have an ocean that we can work with for snow build. That's at least like somewhat close. I have some. Obviously the world has like a lot of those biomes, but I also don't want to be like, everything I build in the world, I don't want to be traveling super far to visit. Like even the travel time to get here is more than I care for it to be. So we need to find ways to build more things in here and nearby here that are going to be like connected, you know? Okay, so that's gonna grow there. We'll do that to stop it from growing. Actually, maybe I can just let it grow. Do one there that'll cover that little front, and then I left my bed. Build Subnautica base. That's a little too futuristic for me. Have you seen what Trixie Block built? Yeah. I don't really build to that scale, and I really don't like those harsh transitions between biomes, so it's not really the vibe that I go for, but what he was able to make is pretty cool. This into just grass as we can. Sure, why not? We're gonna make this pretty skinny along the edge here. That's okay. Maybe we'll add a little dirt going back, stretching into it. Maybe add dolphin paths or elytra tunnels into the paths under so it looks nice. Yeah. Getting a dolphin highway would be kind of funny, but they look so ugly. Like I know like Green and them were able to build one on Hermitcraft, but y'all can't. Like it looks very Minecrafty, which is fair. Like we are playing Minecraft, but man, is it ugly. That is not me. That's not what I want to build in my world. I think that's one of the things that like oh, hello Mossbox. If you're on like a Minecraft world with a bunch of people, like it works really well. Like there's a lot that you can get away with on a Minecraft server that if you do in like a single player world just looks so bad. I don't know. I find Minecraft servers like they're okay looking Minecrafty, covered up like B-dubs did. Yeah, didn't he just build over the top of it? Yeah, I mean, but then you like if you hide it underground and all that, like the purpose of it is that you can just jump on it and you go. Like that's the whole purpose of that Dolphin Highway. And the second you hide that on, no, I actually kind of like that down there. The second you hide it underground, the efficiency of the thing is gone. Like if you hide it underground, your ability to easily access it, jump on and off, and move around the world quickly is gone because you can only then access it from the points that you made access points. Like you can only do it wherever you say like have a subway station. Like that is from then on the only way that you can do that. So it's only good from point A to point B instead of a jump on and jump off. So you've therefore made it instantly by covering it and hiding it, you've made it like 10 times worse. So, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll find a way to do something and make it look good. But I got no ideas for that right now. I do want to improve the nether hub. I feel like if I can improve my nether hub, we can have a lot better ability for transport. Like, it's not bad right now. It's just portals on the roof. But I think we can, one, make it a little bit more decorative and cool looking, and then two, we can make it something more interesting to move around on, and better for moving around. That's probably I think that's a next year project. If we're still kicking. Hopefully we are. Okay. Q&A at some point. I mean, that's pretty much what we've been doing. I feel like all streams are Q&As, but also I don't like responding to Q&As so people are telling me I'm doing doing things wrong the entire stream. So if you spend a few of your comments not criticizing how I run my stream, I might be more interested in responding to your questions. But that's up to you, so. When's the next video? It'll probably be next week. We'll probably have another stream on Friday, then we'll video next week. Yeah, I probably should have had like a little ding 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 bang bang brr insert drill noise. Yeah. Aiden, I think you're right there. I think 121 will come with a new dimension. I hope it doesn't. I think a new dimension in Minecraft is one of the, like, it's for me least excited, like one of the things I would be least excited for is a new dimension. I think what I want to see in Minecraft 1.21 would be if they release a new dimension before they update the end biome. Like I will be a little sad. I'll be a little sad flipper. I want updated end biome before we have new biome. Like the end biome is awful. You can't expect me to just be okay with it being bleh. There's so much more they could do with it. I mean, heck, the entire area is a desolate wasteland of nothingness. Like this squid's life in a few seconds. Oh, I tried saving him. I was not quick enough. Gotta be quicker than that. Get a little grass spread in there. Get a little grass spread in over here. And that I haven't fixed up yet, so. Yeah. Get a little bit more moss up here because we can. Anything you want specifically if the end was to update? So I know I just said it's a desolate wasteland, but I want them to keep that feeling. But I want there to be more things just around the world to like go to. Like I think if they just throw like, for lack of a better example, the Better End mod, if they just threw that into the end, I wouldn't like it. But I do think they can get away with a few like fun tree types and really get into like the fantasy realm. I think that'd be cool. Like little like, I don't know, like a floating jellyfish alien thing or something like that could be fun. Just different ways that they can add life and add unique things. Like the end is completely a blank slate. There's nothing set up there other than it has to have end cities, it has to have end stone and endermen, and it's a little dark. So you'd have some places that are like contrast to the dark of where we randomly have a little bit of light. And I think they could really play into that a little bit better than we currently have. So I hope they do something like that, but we'll see. Yeah, some crystals would be fun. More dynamic block shapes and types I think would be cool. But I hope they, if they do go the end route, I hope they just kind of embrace it being the end, because I think that would be their best way. Like I don't want like a new Giga boss battle. I like the End Dragon being the last one, but maybe there's ways to like, you can find something out there that improves your elytra. Maybe it gives it a little bit more durability, because let's be honest, elytra durability does go pretty quick. Maybe something you could use to make a better firework rocket or something along those lines, or ways that you can get like a bit of like slow falling, I guess that's a potion. Ways to improve existing Minecraft mechanisms of like making potions more interesting. Like maybe there's a new ingredient that allows you to create a haste potion, or you can make potions even longer than 8 minutes, that type of stuff. Like purple plants, that'd be fun. Elytra trims, yeah, that's a great idea. That'd be really cool. New end cities, well, I think we have the end cities right now, and I like them. I think they're good. Double ender chests, I think that could be really chaotic. Of like, is your inventory of this ender chest is that, and if you have to make a double ender chest, is it the same ender chest, or do you now have access to 3 ender chests worth of inventories? I mean, you can already get so many items in an ender chest if you fill it with shulker boxes. I think you're hitting like gameplay limitations at that point for how it's built out, but the warped forest nether blocks, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think more passive creatures in the end could be fun, because if you had dangerous creatures that are just out there killing you and knocking you off your pillars as you're moving around the end, that's gonna be so frustrating. So I think ways to improve and expand on like chorus fruit could be good, and ways to expand on the purple build palettes could be fun. They could even hide pastel blocks out there. I think Catherine would cry if they added pastels into Minecraft. But they have so many options just doing stuff. I think it's one that if they do the end, it's gonna be hard to screw up. And I think it's going to be a very easy win of, if the end is more interesting, players will be very happy. And so I think Mojang kind of just needs to be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's run the end update. We can make this happen. Okay, yeah, we'll just run around, run along, fix up the sugarcane, and then we'll start putting bushes. A way to like set your spawn in the end too would be kind of cool. End striders over the void. Yeah, could you imagine if there would be like friendly phantoms out there that you could like tame and ride on, but you can't bring them to the overworld? Like you bring them to the overworld, they burn. That could be really cool. Like the way we have, like, you can bring a strider to the overworld in the nether, but like you could have a friendly version. That's what really, I like that idea a lot, because there was an update, there was a snapshot where phantoms spawned in the end. We're bringing that back, but this time when they're in the end dimension, they're friendly and they're a little bit bigger, and you can tame them and you can ride around them in the end. But if you bring them to the overworld, they burn in the sun. I think that could be a really cool way of doing it. The phantoms literally spawned in the end in 2 snapshots, and then players were like, yo, we can't do anything because phantoms are everywhere in the end. Like a manta ray. Yeah. You just sit on the back of a manta ray, give it a little saddle and a little chest, just zip around your end cities. That'd be so fun. That'd be so cool. Yeah, make them a little brighter colored. All right, I just want to know that, Mojang, if you use this idea here, I would like at least $3 in royalty fees. You can have it for $3 if you add it to the game. Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Alex, thanks so much for the dono again, dude. Firefly mod, that'd be the same size as the bees. I kind of like the Firefly that they had introduced being just like literally a pixel or 2 pixels. I love that idea. I think that type of stuff, being a little ambient thing, would be fun. I mean, the more animals and things we can get in the game without it lagging the game, I think is good. Minecraft needs more passive mobs. That is like that's a fact. There needs to be more mobs in Minecraft that are passive. They're just roaming the world. They don't need to be doing anything super big and special. They just need to be there doing their thing and being alive. Especially because the longer you live in one of your bases, like if you've played a Minecraft world for a long time, you'll know that there's not many animals around you anymore. But if you go look at a mountain nearby, you're gonna find them all. You will find every single one of the animals because they're all on top of the mountain. So I think Mojang could definitely do, if they fix the animal AI so they kind of stay nearby where they spawned, or like they just, whatever their AI does right now that just is like, hey, let's climb this, we want to be on top of block. That is kind of killing a lot of the immersion of the world. How to train your dragon way of being friendly. Yeah, that could work. Like they'll fight you until you can give them the right food. Kind of like how you breed hoglins, except hoglins still want to kill you after you breed them, which I don't understand. I feel like baby hoglins should be friendly to the player, or hoglins that you breed should be friendly, because I know they're like, yeah, we added hoglins so you can have a way of having pork chops in the nether, so you can have a food source. But just sorry, anytime you try and breed hoglins, they're probably gonna kill you. Like, good luck breeding them. They're here, like if you want them. You need a food source, just breed some hoglins, but they will kill you. Back along here, I've been kind of just like throwing like a few smaller bushes in. Friendly hog, yeah. I need my Pumbaa. I need Pumbaa in Minecraft. I would definitely get one and name it Snort. 100% for the lore. I like when there's a risk reward mechanism like that, not specifically making the game easier or harder, but overall taking risks and getting benefits. Yeah, I think Minecraft has a lot of like, there's a lot of risk reward in Minecraft, which is good. But a lot of it, like, the rewards are so temporary that the risk isn't really worth it. Where then there's other things to do in this game that have massive rewards for such little risk. Like, you look at the villager trading right now, the reward off of setting up a full villager trading hall and everything like that is game changing. Like, absolutely game changing. There's nothing more important to a long-term world than having a fully functional villager trading system. Like, that will be able to give you all of the tools you could ever need. It'll be able to give you so many blocks, unlimited glass, unlimited food if you wanted it, so many detail blocks, lanterns, blah, 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 blah. Like, you can get it. Terracottas, bricks, everything. You can get so many different things from it. That it's just like, it's dumb. The amount of stuff you can get from villager trading right now, not even to mention like the enchanted books and gear you get out of it. Like, it is in itself, like, already villager trading is so broken just for like the blocks you get. So the fact that Mojang was like, yeah, so we kind of want to rework it, and here's an idea we're thinking for the librarians, I was like, yes, give this to us now. Don't get me wrong, as a YouTuber, I'm like, okay, getting things done a little bit quicker to get videos published, not bad. Not bad idea. I kind of like it. But also, as a player of the game, because I still love this game more than just making videos off of it, I still think I'd be playing Minecraft weekly if I wasn't a YouTuber. Like, I 100% believe that. But the villager trading changes, I think, are very, very cool. How are the camels doing? The two that are in, I put them in the, I haven't bred them again, but the two that are in there are still alive. We'll just leave this here. That can be our natural divider for where we're gonna get things done today. Okay, and then on the back side, as an additional step, we can add a few dead bushes. If you were to make another custom forest, what'd you make? I really want to make a taiga, like big spruce trees. That's kind of what we started working on in the city region before we transitioned over to here with those really massive spruce trees. I want to do that, like a mountain taiga. Kind of like you'd see in the forest around where I live, where the mountains, unless it's a peak, are just covered in trees. Dead bushes. Yeah, upper body workout this morning, and I am feeling it. Okay, last step in here for now is just a few pockets. Just a few. No, actually, Adobe Creative Cloud, I don't want to update right now. Thanks, though. Just kind of in the middle of something. I'll get back to you later. I'm on almost November, December. This will be a full year of working out at least 3 days a week. Most weeks are 5 days a week, and I'm very proud of myself for that. I was like, I very much this year was like, I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, and I'm getting there. Okay, we need to go get some tall grass. I don't think my shears are alive though. Nope, they dead. Gotta go repair them. Yeah, I had the exciting time last week. I know weight can be a little sensitive topic, so I won't spend too much time on it. But fair warning, cover your ears for the next 10 seconds if it is not a healthy one for you. But I managed to get my weight down. I now weigh less than when I started college, which I'm pretty happy about. I was end of high school. I was like really in shape, and then I got an injury, and I very quickly got out of shape, and I just never got back into shape after college. And now I'm at a point where I now weigh less than when I started freshman year of college, which I'm like, heck yeah. So that's been pretty cool. Okay, we gotta go repair these shears real quick. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I just stayed motivated working out because asking because my coaches keep telling me to work out. Honestly, transitioning from a team sports environment of needing like a coach to yell at you to work out to then getting into an environment where you have to work out for yourself that literally took me 4 or 5 years to be able to find that motivation, because I was really into swimming and water polo and all that beforehand, and that's like very team orientated of like you have a coach yelling at you. Like organized sports as a kid is one of the hardest transitionary things to get from that into having like a healthy workout schedule, because nobody's there yelling at you. You don't have your parents being like, hey, you need to get to practice today, blah 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 blah. Like you got to find it yourself. I found what's been really successful for me is like, I know it's not fully accessible for everybody, but we got a Peloton bike, and so having that of like kind of having that workout community of people being like, and like the instructors being like, here's what we're doing, here's where we're doing this, like that for me has been huge in order to, I know it's a very much more of an expensive route to go for working out, but if you're really serious about it, finding something even through your local gym where if they have classes, like if they have like a workout class, like, or like if you have like a spin biking studio nearby you, like I've been doing a lot of biking for my cardio because really hurts my knees at running, and we don't live near a pool, so I haven't really been able to get into swimming consistently anymore. And the only lap swim hours nearby me for all the pools nearby, one, it's 20-minute drive, which I'm like, nah, not in the morning, especially because the lap swim hours are 5 to 6 a.m. And I'm like, I'm definitely not waking up at 4:30 to be in the pool by 5 to swim for an hour and then be home by 6. Like, no, that's not, I'm not that dedicated. So I decided to swap things out. And I was like, I'll get into biking. That'd be great. And so we got the Peloton about 1.5 years ago. It took me like 4 or 5 months to really consistently start getting into it. I'm really, really happy I did. But that's been my saving grace for how I've been able to kind of turn things around for me. Is accessible at home, so that's been fantastic. And then 2 is
pleased to meet you.
It's easy to jump on, and there's classes, so I don't even have to think. I literally log in, open it up, and I'm like, all right, what's the most popular ride today? Like what new ride came out that the other people on the app are really enjoying, and I just click on that and I go. And usually that means it's a pretty good workout. So that's been helping me a lot. We need to go set up a little spot. Do I still have one? Walking. Yeah, walking's a great exercise too. If you enjoy listening to podcasts or things, like throwing on a podcast and going for a walk until the podcast is done, or halfway done, because that can be a long podcast, that can be a really long walk. But that's a super good way to get a workout in. I also have walking dogs. So if you really want to get a lot of exercise, 2 huskies. 2 huskies is a great way to get some exercise. They will keep you very, very busy. All right, we just need to get some tall grass out here real quick so we can finish decorating. Oh, we need to go to the mesa.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, we have to go to the mesa. We're getting flowers.
Cross-country/outdoor track coach always said to us, working out is 1% physical and 99% mental. Good for you that you built this system for yourself.
Yeah, it's been helping a lot. I also realized working out in the mornings. That's why I'm always like, I work out before I stream or before I start recording for the day, because that carried over from swimming for me. Swimming was always early mornings for swim team practice. So I was like, my brain is ingrained to work out in the mornings. So I need to keep that. I needed to keep that as the rhythm because I knew that was something that I could get into. And, oh, we already do have some. Perfect. Let's just expand it. But yeah. Exercise is definitely just a mental game of can you get into it. Which is very annoying. I wish it was just pick up weight. Wow, I'm buff. No, it's been good though. I've been really enjoying it. I've been feeling a lot better recently, which is nice. Hey, chess is a very tough sport. The mental strain. Do we get to meet the Huskies? They come on stream every once in a while. They're in their crates right now, unfortunately, because we have a home renovation project going on, and they're too friendly, so they would keep trying to say hello to the people coming in and out of the house. Yeah, it's at the point where, like, I now have more energy after I work out, which just seems stupid. Because getting into it, you're always like, man, I'm gonna be exhausted. Like, I don't know if I have enough energy to get a workout in, blah, blah, blah. Now, if I don't work out, like if I don't work out in the morning, my day is dead. Like my energy to do anything throughout the day is completely gone. Absolutely sapped. I will get nothing productive done. I'm like, dang it, I'm a workout person now. I hate this. But also, yay. Also, I hate it. What's it like to have Huskies? They're high energy, but also they're lazy little cuddlebugs. Having a Husky basically is the transition period from sleepy dog to crazy energetic dog is about 3 seconds. And you don't know when that transition is going to happen. It could be at 11 p.m. at night. And you just got to roll with it. That's it. No, they're good. They're crazy as puppies, and they're mischievous. Like they're a very mischievous dog. They like to get into trouble and they like to do things. And like we had recently, they decided to chew. We put our chairs up on the couch because we have folding chairs for our dining room table. Just because we don't really have a full dining room in our house. The house layout's kind of weird that we had to either have a living room or a dining room, and we're like, we want a living room. There's only 2 of us living here. So we have like a small table like attached to our kitchen island. That works great for the 2 of us, or if we have friends over, it's easy to put like 4 people around it. So we opted for the dining room instead, or the living room instead, with a big old couch and cozy for watching TV and everything. And our dogs recently decided to start chewing on the chairs because we'd put them on top so that the dogs wouldn't sleep on the couch and keep the dog hair down at night. And just kind of all times a day. And then they decided to chew on the chair legs. So we're like, all right, whatever. We don't want to ruin the chairs. So we'll just put towels and blankets down on top of the couch instead. So they can sleep on top of the blankets and we'll take those off. And then they decided from there, no, we want to sleep on the couch itself. So now after we go to bed, one of them, I caught Nova last night. Literally, we didn't even go to bed. She came up to get me like 10 minutes after I had let them outside because she obviously was sniffing something and didn't go pee for the nighttime potty run. And so I was like, all right, whatever. She came back upstairs as I'm already laying in bed trying to fall asleep. She was like, I had to go outside. You have to let me outside. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Let's go do it. And then I walked downstairs and I let her outside. And I'm looking at the couch and the entire blanket that we covered over it, she just like pulled it all the way down. She pulled it all the way down to the bottom of the couch, so she's sleeping on the couch itself, the couch fabric, instead of the blanket, the nice cozy blanket on top of the couch that we put there for her. And yeah, so that's how she decided that she sleeps during the night. And I knew that one of them was doing it, just never caught it. I was like, I know who it is. I'm like, why do you have to? Oh, I could actually leave these down here. I'm like, why do you have to do that? Of all the things that you have to do, we're literally letting you sleep on the couch. We just want you to sleep on the blanket on the couch. And she's like, no, No, I will not. I will only sleep on the couch itself. Just like you are so annoying. But also I do the same thing. If you have a husky, you totally understand what I'm talking about. What are their names? We have Coda, who's 6 years old, and Nova is about to turn 3. No blanket, only couch. Yeah. Okay, we gotta get the tall grass through here, and then I gotta dip. Where's my tall grass box? Nowhere, it's all good. We'll go use what we're gonna use first. Dude, Minecraft days fly by. We're on 4,866. Whew. You listen to Spawn Chunks? I listen to the Spawn Chunks. I don't really listen to the Imp and Skiz podcast. I don't really listen to podcasts that much. Don't they burrow? Not so much in the house. I mean, Nova will burrow up into like a little bed. She'll do the perfect little husky ball. Coda is more of a... Coda is a, I'm comfortable with everything around me at any given time. Nothing could ever harm me because I've had such a nice life. I've never had a bad thing happen to me. So he's out wherever he wants, just fully on display, sleeping on his back. Living it up. So he's just like, yeah, it's fine. I'm just doing me. I'm just doing the cute little Coda thing over here and everybody's gonna love me. It's gonna be great. Golden Retrievers are definitely different from Huskies. They can be very similar in regards to like energy levels, but Golden Retrievers are actually typically a lot more aggressive than Huskies. So if you're thinking about getting a Golden Retriever, because you're like, this is like, Golden Retrievers were really displayed as like the perfect dog for the American family. Like between a Golden Retriever and a Lab, like that was kind of pitched for a long time in advertising and everything. Of if you want the perfect dog, perfect family dog, blah 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 blah, get a Golden Retriever or get a Lab, and so many people got them, and then they're like, cool, we got the perfect dog, they're good, and then Golden Retrievers are like one of the most toy aggressive, larger dog breeds out there, and like you can work with them. They can be a great dog. They can be an absolutely fantastic family dog. They're really good with people. But Golden Retrievers are typically not the best with other dogs unless you super socialize them. I mean, Huskies can be little buttheads too, so don't get me wrong there. I'm not trying to say Huskies are perfect. But yeah, they're pretty similar. I think Huskies are definitely smarter, and they're going to get up to more chaos than a Golden Retriever will. But yeah, I don't know. Golden Retrievers, like, you get less variety. Like they're pretty typically the same. I feel like Huskies, you can get a lot of variety in the type of dog you're gonna end up with. Perfect American dog is the family Doberman. I speak from experience. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not. I mean, Labs are good, but they're kind of a little stupid. Don't get me wrong. A Lab's like a chocolate Lab or yellow Lab looking at you with their eyes, you're just like, your heart will melt. But they also can be a little stupid. They aren't really bred for brain cells. And I can say that from experience. Yeah, I'm amazed at how many times we'll go to the dog park or we'll like be walking along the street. Like we have a few neighbors that have Golden Retrievers or Labs or something like that, and those are always, anytime I'm walking by them, I now know to like cross the street to the other side, because they're just like la-di-da-di-da out for the doggy walk, blah blah blah, and they're not paying any attention to what's going on around them. And a few times I've been like, okay, whatever, like we can walk by them, that's fine, my dogs will be okay. And their dog, they're very not nice. And now I don't know. I think I stereotype Golden Retrievers a little bit at this time, just because I know how many times my dogs have been attacked by Golden Retrievers. And then the people are like, oh my gosh, blah, 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 would never harm anything. It must be your dog's fault. I'm like, my dog's over here sniffing a bush. You ran across. If a dog is smaller than the distance you can kick it, it ain't a dog. I don't know if that's quite true, but like, also don't kick animals, please. No animal deserves to be kicked. Oh Some people, they might deserve to be kicked. Animals, they don't deserve to be kicked. All I can say is if you're a pet owner, you need to socialize your dog with other dogs, not only with people. A dog that is social with people can be great around people, but it does not mean they're going to be great around other dogs. But also a dog that's only social around dogs might not be great with people, so you just got to make sure you do a little of everything. Border Collies are very smart and can be energetic. Yeah. Border Collies they are high energy, very high energy. I mean, if you get a herding dog, you should be prepared for a very high energy dog, regardless of the breed, even including corgis. Corgis are herding dogs. You gotta know what you're getting into before you get the dog. If you want to get a dog, research the breed. Also, if you want the healthiest dog possible, go rescue one. Go rescue a cute little mutt. You never know what you're gonna get, but it'll be a lot healthier, typically, than any purebred dog you're gonna get. All right, this is looking pretty good. We just got to get trees along here eventually. Yeah. Also, socializing dogs around small children, if possible, is good, because small children move very differently to people. So, and it can be very confusing for a dog, and they could be like, "Well, I just don't know. I don't get it. This little human is moving too quick for me. I'm scared." So that's sometimes why you'll find dogs are a little bit more aggressive towards children or not, is because they're terrified because they can't understand, because even the kid doesn't know what its next move is. So when the person making the move also doesn't know their next move, it's hard for anybody else to anticipate what their next move is. It's like the meme, but true. All right, there we go. We did it. Watch the video from the beginning because I'm late from school. Goblin King, hi, hello. This is the timestamp of when you put that message in. Hello. Plus, kids don't have boundaries. Yeah, there's a lot of kids that are like, their parents be like, "Oh, we have a dog at home. They'll be okay." Blah blah blah, and then the kid will just walk up to your dog and just go, "Nyeh," just like stab them in the face. Dog is very chill, but is terrified of Ginger Cat since R1 beats him up. Oh, oh. Dogs from shelters are actually healthier than pure breeds. Yeah, typically, yeah. Considered lily pads along the river near the bank. Not so much lily pads because I think it ruins the environment, but I would love. We can actually grab a little more bone meal I just put away. Get some seagrass. I would love small drip leaf. If we'd have a little small drip leaf, or I've talked about it before, but waterlogged sugarcane. Ugh, please, Mojang, I don't ask for much. I just want waterlogged sugarcane. We'll have to come back in and fix that eventually, but this can be a little band-aid fix for now. Because where all this dirt is, we gotta redo the river underneath. It's only one block deep through most of this. That's why it looks so weird. Love pit bulls. Dude, pit bulls are fantastic dogs. I've met so many more super friendly pit bulls that just want to be loved, and they just want to love on everybody. Than I've met infinite times more friendly pit bulls than I've met aggressive ones. It all just comes down to the dog owner. I firmly believe there's no bad dogs. There's only bad dog owners. That is like a core belief I have. I'm a very like pro dog person. I love dogs. I've worked with them my entire life. Spent so much time around them. Been on the side of fostering and like dogs at our house until they can get like, until basically we used to take in a lot of fosters. They're mostly Malamutes, and we would be like the halfway home until they could find a place to be adopted to. And we had so many coming in that the previous owners were like, "This dog is terrible. We're gonna put it down. We're taking it to the vet to put it down." And the adoption agency would like find out about it and be like, "Can we take the dog and try and rehome it instead of you putting it down?" And then they'd we would get a lot of those to work with. And the amount of ones that we got that came in that were like going to be put down the next day, then they come with us and they're a little aggressive to begin with because they were just like, they look like they'd been abused their entire life and underfed and everything, and just stupid dog owner being stupid dog owner. We'd work with them for a month or two, get them placed with families that actually wanted the dog, and lo and behold, the dog is a beautiful, great dog, well-mannered, never had an aggressive time ever again, and they're ever super good dog. Worked with other dogs, they would go live with the little kids and everything. Got my pity from the shelter, and she's the sweetest thing. Yeah. A pit bull wearing like a little sweater. Like if they're always just like, pit bulls are typically like they look buff. Like they're just the way their body is built. They just kind of look buff. And you put them in like a little sweater and they're just so cute. Yeah, unless you're getting your dog. Unless you plan to breed your dog, definitely getting them spayed or neutered is the smart way to go. It'll help with a lot of their anger issues and things like that, just because helps, it like evens them out a little bit more. Okay, on that note, all the good dog talk, I gotta get on out of here because I am already 10 minutes late. So thank you everybody so much for hanging today. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I hope you did enjoy today's stream back. No video tomorrow. We'll be streaming again on Friday probably, and we'll see where we go from there. But I got to get back to working on the video and actually finishing up the harbor over here, which was planned to be the next video. We'll see if I can actually design I got a few more boats I want to build and things, but we'll see about that. Thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. And with that, my friends, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.